Hi guys, it's me Lewis, and today I'm here to give out my thoughts and opinions on Earthworm Jim coming back as a console exclusive to the Intellivision Amico. Now, to those who don't know, Intellivision, to the like really old retro video game fans way back from the 70s and obviously early 80s, Intellivision is coming back after a very long time by under a new leadership of staff, and of course, the legendary music composer for video games, Tommy Tallarico, is the CEO of Intellivision. Which that right there shows you that this console might actually do pretty damn well. Now, Tommy Tallarico, of course, has made some magnificent music for video games throughout the decades, and just beautiful, my friend, just absolutely beautiful. But recently, about I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago, Intellivision actually bought the rights to Earthworm Jim, which thank God they did not buy the rights to Clay Fighter, because Clay Fighter and Earthworm Jim were originally owned by the same company, Interplay, and Interplay of course was going bust, and of course all their IPs are up for sale. And thank God, Tommy made the right decision to pick Earthworm Jim, not Clay Fighter. So, whew, thank you. Thank you. Don't touch Clay Fighter, Tommy. Trust me, it's not worth it. Trust me, I've played that crap, and my God, was it awful. Anyway, Earthworm Jim, possibly one of the most funniest and yet really fun platformers to play, coming back after nearly 25 years. On all platforms such as the PC, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Mega Drive, the PlayStation 1, the Sega Saturn, so on and so forth. My God, it's been such a long time. Now, I know we've had that one, that one 3D Earthworm Jim game, which was just rubbish, absolute rubbish. So what are my thoughts and opinions on this? Well, way back before Earthworm Jim, the Earthworm Jim reboot was announced, Tommy actually bought the rights to, like I said, bought the rights to Intellivision, and I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. Intellivision's coming back after all these years, and it's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool that Intellivision is coming back, under new leadership and possibly under new staff, because Tommy was actually clever enough to actually hire console developer veterans who have worked on consoles such as the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, the original Xbox, the 360, the Sega Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, and I believe also the Amiga CD32 as well, which is quite interesting. But yeah, it's good to see that they're working on a new console. But here's where the news kind of made me go, I don't know if the console's gonna succeed or not. This this was before the Earthworm Jim stuff was announced. Okay, so after when they show off the console, and of course they confirmed all the games are gonna be like family friendly, local multiplayer offline party games, and it made me say to myself, I don't know. I mean, multiplayer. Online multiplayer is kind of a big thing nowadays, considering that people need to play these types of games in order to keep the game alive, stuff like that. But seeing a game like Earthworm Jim coming back exclusively to the Amico could bring some light to the system, and by that I mean what is it? Sorry, my mind's going all over the place because I'm just so happy about the Earthworm Jim announcement. It could actually make this console succeed even further, because it's making me say to myself, okay, this is actually pretty damn awesome. Earthworm Jim's coming exclusively to this console. Earthworm Jim fans such as myself, because I love Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim was a really fun game back in the day, and seeing it on the Amico could actually succeed the console even further, and that right there is definitely a double thumbs up for me. But the one thing that I really would like to see on the Intellivision, which I know Tommy's watching this because he's on social media 24/7, and he's always listening to feedback, which obviously is a good thing. Which thank you, Tommy, for listening to people's feedback. a few requests for you, Tommy. Is there any chance if you can add a futuristic racing game, something similar to like F-Zero or Wipeout, something similar to that, or possibly add like a first person cartoony shooter, not extremely violent, but like something similar to like Time Splitters or GoldenEye, or like Perfect Dark, something along those lines, bringing back like that classic gameplay, but in like a cell shaded cartoony format, like really silly with tons of humor. And speaking of humor, seeing the cover art, not the official front cover art, but it's just like a little cover art that one of the concept artists made for the Earthworm Jim reboot is of course got Earthworm Jim, the Queen Bee, I think that's her name. I do apologize. I completely forgot her name because it's been so long since I last played Earthworm Jim. And of course you got Peter Puppy, the Jack Russell, who if you like hit him, he just turns into like a purple Hulk version, but as a dog, which he starts like beating the crap out of you as he's like beating enemies around you. Which I've got to admit, I do that all the time, and oh my god, it's so funny just watching Earthworm Jim just getting beaten up by a steroided dog, just going, "Die, Earthworm Jim, die!" Like it's so great. I bloody love it, But yeah, my overall thoughts of Earthworm Jim coming exclusively to the Intellivision Amico. I actually think this is a good thing because I actually thought that the games that Tommy was going for this console was just like your typical average like local multiplayer party games that are going to be like staying offline for, pretty much forever for the system. Even though you do need to be connected, even though you do need to be connected to the internet in order to buy these games digitally, which obviously is understandable why, and this is also understandable why they're going with the offline multiplayer route with this. It's because Tommy even confirmed this himself, that he wants like friends and families like come together and just play video games again, like on local split screens and stuff like that, which that is totally fine with me. I'm totally fine with that, because to be honest with you, my dad, funny enough, that my dad actually had a Intellivision, a Commodore 64, and an Atari 2600 back in the day when he was a kid. So hopefully the Intellivision Amico might actually spark his interest. But the console sparked my interest because obviously well, it's getting Earthworm Jim on there. And speaking of which, the awesome thing is though, they managed to bring back the entire development team who worked on the Earthworm Jim series. That right there is more of a thumbs up right there. I absolutely love that. Not to mention the fact though that the cartoon way back in the day was funny. Since the original development team is coming back to develop the reboot of Earthworm Jim, or possibly a sequel, who knows? Are we gonna see the original voice cast from the cartoon coming back to reprise their roles for the game? I mean that right there will be pretty damn awesome. Just like hearing their voices yet again, hearing Earthworm Jim saying, "Eat dirt, everyone in the facility!" just like shooting everything while he's doing that evil crazy laugh that he does. Because let's be honest. Interplay only made one good game, and that was Earthworm Jim. Every other game that they made was just very, very bad. So good thing Tommy and his team made the right decision to buy the rights to Earthworm Jim and not Clay Fighter. So thank God you did not touch Clay Fighter, my friend. You made the right decision. So just whatever you do, just please just don't buy Clay Fighter. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's just not worth it. Not worth it at all. I'm actually interested to see more what console exclusives might be on this system, because there might be some games on here that might actually spark my interest. I mean, if there's a futuristic racing game on here, then I'm sold. I'm already sold already. Now, if you guys want to check out some latest news on the Intellivision Amico, I'll put a link down in the description as well, including the Earthworm Jim news as well, which would be awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much my overall thoughts on Earthworm Jim coming back on the Intellivision Amico. And of course, well, Tommy, like I said, if you're watching this, which obviously I know you are, you, sir, got my respect. So yeah, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what are your thoughts on the Intellivision Amico, and what games would you like to see on there? What type of genre of games would you like to see on that system? And what are your thoughts on Earthworm Jim coming back as an exclusive for the console? Okay, guys, peace out.